What's happening with the current generation Toyota Highlander for 2026? In this video, we're going to go over the three possibilities. Is it going to be discontinued? Is it going to be redesigned? And is it going to come in a full EV electric model? First and foremost, we are into the 2025s already. It's been a couple of months since we've been done with 2024 Highlander, and we've been selling and been delivering the 2025s. And not much has taken place in terms of changes from 2024 to 2025 Toyota Highlander, which is probably why a lot of customers, viewers are scratching their head wondering what's happening with this style and this type of design Toyota Highlander. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go back later and check out my changes video for the current generation Toyota Highlander. For the most part, in 2025, we did lose the LE grade Toyota Highlander on the gas model. The LE grade is still available on the hybrid model. So if you want a fabric seat, scaled down Toyota Highlander in terms of content and special features, then you're going to have to go with the hybrid equivalent. Now, this current generation and body style came out about 5 years ago in 2020. So I would say, yes, it's kind of due for a model change, perhaps for 2026. It currently has Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus, and it did recently get updated and upgraded to the latest Toyota multimedia that gives you wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, cloud-based navigation capability, and more. Now everyone, along the course of this current generation body style, something really aggressive happened and changed with the same current body design and generation, which is very gutsy, and not a lot of manufacturers have the courage to do this, but Toyota pulled it off very well because, well, the product, the Highlander, is still very high selling and doing very well. Not too long ago, the Toyota Highlander went from having a 3.5 liter V6 engine to a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Currently, the 2.4 liter turbocharged non-hybrid powertrain system gives you 264 horsepower and 310 pound-foot of torque. Going back to those three questions, is the model going to be discontinued in its entirety? Is it going to get redesigned? And is there going to be a full EV option? Starting with the discontinuation topic. I don't see it, and I don't think that it would be to Toyota's best advantage to actually drop this style and this model of Toyota Highlander, because it's a good cross in terms of size between something like the Toyota RAV4 and something like the Toyota Grand Highlander. Keep in mind, everyone, the Grand Highlander did not come out and wasn't introduced into the lineup to take over or take away from the regular Toyota Highlander sales and volume. If the current style Toyota Highlander was to go away and not be in the lineup anymore, Toyota would have to replace the current Toyota Highlander with something else that has a similar size, because if you think of it, there's really no other SUV in the model lineup that's offered in non-hybrid and hybrid that has this kind of space and this kind of size. You have to go down to the RAV4, or you have to go up to the Grand Highlander, to the Land Cruiser, to the 4Runner, Sequoia, and so on. So we do need something that's mid-sized in terms of full family SUV that offers 7-passenger and 8-passenger, but not quite as big and large as the Grand Highlander. The Toyota Grand Highlander was actually introduced and made to be cross-shopped more against the Toyota Sienna and not so much the regular Toyota Highlander. Keep in mind, the current style and generation of the Toyota Highlander sits in at about 195 inches in length on models like the XLE, Limited, and Platinum, and about 197.4 inches in length on models like the XSE. Due to that lovely sport package, it does have a little bit more size to it. Now, since we're already 2 to 3 months into the availability and production of these 2025 Toyota Highlander non-Grand models, we probably already would have heard something or some kind of news on a discontinuation of the 2026 Toyota Highlander, because, well, those would probably be launched in and around sometime the next 6 to 8 months if everything goes according to plan and if history repeats itself. To speak to anything on discontinuation, the only thing I can see happening potentially for Toyota to discontinue would be the non hybrid options for this model. We are already, for some reason, starting to see less and less of the non-hybrid Toyota Highlanders and see more of the hybrid version Toyota Highlanders, whether you're talking about the XLE, the Limited, or the Platinum. With other models going hybrid only, this drop of the non-hybrid Toyota Highlanders definitely seems like a possibility. And keep in mind the small price gap between the non-hybrid and the hybrid Toyota Highlander makes that model a no-brainer. Even having the price increase on MSRP from 2024 to 2025, the average MSRP increase from the non-hybrid to the hybrid seems to be right around $3,000 plus tax, with a price gap of $3,200 more on the XLE, $3,200 more on the limited grade Highlander hybrid, and just $2,750 more plus taxes to go from the non-hybrid Toyota Highlander Platinum to the hybrid Toyota Highlander Platinum model. Will the Toyota Highlander come in an EV plug-in hybrid option? I don't think it would because, well, we do have already the RAV4 Prime, which the RAV4 and the Highlander are quite similar in size, albeit the Highlander has 7 and 8 passenger options, but there's not really a drastic difference there when you're talking about the sizing and capabilities of the SUVs. What I can tell you is I do believe Toyota will introduce at some point some type of Grand Highlander plug-in hybrid or EV, because for the most part, the company doesn't really offer anything currently that's full electric, partially electric, or plug-in hybrid in that kind of capacity and size. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Will the Highlander do better in a plug-in version on the regular Highlander or the Grand Highlander? That's right, putting their efforts and resources into a plug-in version of the current generation Toyota Highlander just wouldn't really be the smartest move for the company to make. So please stop watching all of those 2025 Toyota Highlander plug-in hybrid or full electric model videos because, well, for the most part, nothing has been confirmed or talked about, and it's really just speculation at this point. But an EV or a plug-in hybrid Toyota Grand Highlander would really do well, in my opinion. I did do a video on a plug-in hybrid Toyota Sienna possibility. If you guys don't already know, Toyota did introduce the Alphard and the Velfire, which is available in Asian countries with a plug-in hybrid option. So potentially we'll be seeing a Sienna plug-in hybrid as well, which would be really cool. Oh, and I'll put the link in the description below to that video as well. There are more pressing models that need to get redesigned very soon. One of them just did get a redesign, and we are seeing it coming in within the next 2 months or so, which is the Toyota 4Runner. The other model that desperately needs a redesign in terms of the demand of the consumers is the Toyota RAV4, which we're all waiting and hoping to see for 2026. Should happen, guys, and we should start seeing some kind of confirmed news from Toyota very soon. Having said that, adding the Highlander to the list as well for 2026 would just be a large undertaking for the company. I see the Toyota Highlander getting a full revamp and redesign sometime in 2027 or later. Now, that's not to say that the 2026 model can't come with its own set of improvements. I just don't think there will be a generation style change just yet. Keep in mind, when you're talking about current options that are offered to you in these two type of vehicles, the regular Highlander and the Grand Highlander, the non-Grand already offers hybrid in 5 models: the LE, XLE, Limited, Platinum, and there's a Nightshade as well. Whereas the Grand Highlander currently only has 3 models offered in a hybrid. You've got the XLE, Limited, and the Platinum, at least for us here in Canada. So adding a plug-in hybrid variant would very well suit the bill for this model. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video topic and review, and I hope I've answered some of these many questions that I've been getting from my viewers and customers in my email and in the comments section. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.